Today we're running SDN Core on my alt character, and I'm gonna walk you through every phase of this fight so you can survive it in a public party. We did one round of practice mode, then heading straight into the core version. Let's get started. Starting off, the moment you load in, Serpenta immediately greets you with a massive dragon breath that can nearly one-shot most players. It also pulls you in, so hold your W key to resist the suction and tuck yourself into a corner. This is where you want to buff up. He'll cast this breath again every 60 seconds. So if you see him fly into the air, run to the corner and get ready for it. Once his HP drops to around 19.25, he'll fly away, and it's time for the next phase. Moving on to phase 2, the cannon phase. At times 19.25 HP, we enter the second map, also known as the cannon phase. Now, let's talk team formation. There are 3 main groups in this phase: the cannon group, the left subgroup, and the right subgroup. Your raid leader will usually ask what role you want before starting. If you want to operate a cannon, just type something like C5 to call Cannon 5. In this run, I chose to play as left subgroup. Some parties use 5 cannons, others only 3. It depends on your coordination. Left and right groups are responsible for clearing monster spawns to protect the cannons and maintain control of the map. Now, let's break down Serpenta's skills during this phase. First up, dive. Serpenta will dive down with a breath attack. It's fast, it's deadly. Make sure you are in the side edge of the map. Next, eye. Serpenta will mark random players with dark eye symbols. But here's the twist. The marked player doesn't take damage. Instead, anyone near them will get hit by ice flakes, applying AoE damage and slow. There are 2 ways to deal with this. Option 1, spread out immediately and stay away from the marked player. Option 2, overlap directly on the marked player to avoid the damage. Third mechanic, spike. You'll see black smoke on Serpenta before he throws monsters from above. He never targets cannon users directly, but everyone else needs to move the moment they see the smoke cue. Back to the run. Cast Highlander and rebuff before entering. Once you enter the second map, move to the far left side and stay together. Serpenta will open with a random order of dive, eye, or spike. As soon as you see dive, the cannon team and right subgroup can start heading to their assigned positions. Keep your eyes on Serpenta's animations at all times. If eye is triggered, stack or spread, depending on your party's strategy. If black smoke appears, move immediately to dodge spike. Meanwhile, left and right subgroups must clear the spawned monsters as fast as possible. These mobs can knock you around during eye and even push cannon users out of range, so they're top priority. Now here's a mechanic-specific movement tip for 5 cannon setups. Once eye is cast, Cannon 2 should move to Cannon 1, Cannon 4 should move to Cannon 5. This avoids ice AoE damage around the marked players. Serpenta will also summon 5 ice meteors. These float slowly and target your party. When fully charged, they explode in a massive AOE. These must be destroyed using the cannons. Failure to do so could wipe your entire group. Eye and Spike will continue to rotate during this entire sequence, so stay alert. Watch for eye marks and black smoke and react fast. At times 16.4 HP, there's a crucial decision point. Serpenta might not dive right away at times 16.4 HP. He could cast an extra wave of ice meteors. And if you're not ready, you're done for. So instead of rushing down the HP, hold DPS at times 16.4 HP and wait for the final meteor wave to end. After that, Cannon 3 can move in and overlap with the rest of the group. Cannons 1 and 5 will continue attacking Serpenta to trigger the dive and move into the next phase. Moving on to Phase 3, the tail phase. Phase 3 begins at times 16.25 HP, and this is where we begin tail DPSing. The main tank, your paladin, should immediately move to the edge of the map where the cannons used to be and grab aggro. The rest of the team should rotate to Serpenta's tail and stay there to safely begin DPS. At times 15.25 HP, Serpenta will use Dive Breath. You'll notice this when he flaps his wings and rises into the sky. Everyone should quickly check which direction the dragon's head is facing. Once you see it, run to the left or right edge of the map from the dragon's perspective to dodge the massive breath attack. Getting caught means instant death for most classes. At times 14.25 HP, Serpenta casts the dreaded Rotating Dragon Breath, RDB. This is the first HP-triggered cast of the mechanic. You'll know it's coming when the screen goes blurry. Serpenta starts flapping his wings. Your character becomes slowed. Seconds later, Serpenta will unleash a massive rotating breath that clears all buffs and deals heavy damage. The rotation angle is usually 180 to 270 degrees, either clockwise or counterclockwise. To survive, everyone should stack behind the tail. Do not stay near the wings or sides, as those are the breath zones. There are two types of RDB, HP-triggered RDB, cast at 14.25, 9.25, 7.25, and 5.25 HP. Time-triggered RDB, cast every 90 seconds after the first HP-triggered one, will stop after times 10.5 HP. So, once you're past 10.5 bars, you can stop worrying about surprise RDBs based on time. Other skills you need to watch out for during Phase 3. Ice Claw. This is a chasing projectile that slows you down and hurts. If you're free to DPS, stay at the tip of the tail. If you're being targeted, run away, but do not run toward the tail. Doing so might trigger tail swipe attacks. Ice Cage. Serpenta raises his head and flaps his wings, freezing a player. It's usually the one with the highest aggro, usually the Paladin. If the Paladin's tentacle summon fails, be ready to assist. Frozen players will die quickly without support. Black Hole and Tail Coil. Serpenta will summon a black hole that pulls everyone toward the center. If you get caught, he follows up with a tail coil that deals extremely high damage. Spam jump and use tumble blink skills to try escaping. Your reaction speed here might just save your life. And now, we enter Phase 4, the most chaotic part of the fight. This is where Serpenta becomes a real menace, throwing curveballs, mixing signals, and pushing your party's awareness to the limit. As soon as his health dips below 9.25 HP, he'll open with another rotating dragon breath. That's your first reminder. Everyone to the tail. Watch for the blurred screen, prep your cleanses, and if you're the Paladin, anchor that provoke like your party's life depends on it, because it does. From here, until times 4.25 HP, the dragon's air phase becomes a dangerous guessing game. Every time he flies, there are 2 possible patterns, and only a moment to react. The classic dive breath. If it's this one, focus on which direction Serpenta is facing and head to the left or right edge from the dragon's point of view. The animation is fast and the breath hits like a truck. DPS caught in the middle? They're gone. If it's Spike Rain, that's your cue to start running. Clerics can block it. Swordmasters can block it. Everyone else, just run. And I cannot stress this enough. Do not run toward relics, summons, or your teammates. They all attract the rain, and one wrong move will blanket your party in ice. Warriors, this is your time. Pop Highlander. When you see Serpenta starts flying, this phase will chew through HP bars fast, so don't hold your ult. Things escalate further at times 7.25 HP. Serpenta begins a nightmare triple combo. First, eye. Then frontal breath, and finally, dive breath. And here's the trick. If you pan your camera away at the wrong moment, you'll miss what's coming. Spike Rain? Dive? Eye? This is where most parties wipe. So here's what you do. The moment Serpenta takes off, check for dark eye marks on you or your teammates. If someone is marked, you group up immediately. Stack, do not move. He'll pull your group in, then hurl 4 to 5 ice projectiles in rapid succession. That's your chance to readjust. Then, just as that finishes, he'll tilt his head, and you'll know what's coming next. The frontal breath. Step slightly toward the dragon's back leg to avoid it. And brace yourself, because right after that comes the dive breath. Same rule applies, get to the side edge, left or right, based on Serpenta's facing. At times 6.25 HP, the dragon starts throwing in side breaths while grounded, almost randomly. He'll turn and sweep a wide frost breath from his front leg, all the way down to his tail. Paladins, do not lose aggro here. And for the rest of you, stick to the tip of the tail. It's the safest zone unless things go sideways. This phase is arguably the most difficult part of the entire raid. Serpenta becomes unpredictable. Sometimes you'll see the eye debuff, but he'll cast Spike Rain instead. It's all misdirection. The only consistent counterplay here is team coordination and animation awareness. If you're a warrior, rotate Highlander smartly. Everyone should watch the dragon's arm and wing movements and call out mechanics the second you see them. And finally, welcome to Phase 5, the last stand. This is it, the home stretch, Serpenta below times. 4.25 HP enters his most predictable, but still deadly, behavior loop. When the dragon takes off now, it's always the same. No more guessing, no more coin flips. Every flight means the triple combo is coming. Frontal breath, dive. So the moment Serpenta lifts off the ground, you don't even need to look. Just move to your overlap position, stack with your party, hold your ground, and prepare for the pull. Do not panic. Do not split up. If you do this right, the ice throw, breathe, and dive will all miss clean. On the ground, Serpenta still casts Ice Claw, Ice Cage, and Bite. But here's the good news. The black hole mechanic is gone. No more surprise tail coils from the void. So stay disciplined, stay patient, don't rush DPS, don't get greedy, and this dragon is yours. And when you finally land the kill, congratulations! You'll see final chests appear in the center of the arena. The usual drops include C Dragon Gear pieces, unique potential codes, a chunk of gold, and plenty of gemstones. It might not all be glamorous, but trust me, you've earned every bit of it. And that's a wrap for this guide. If you made it this far, first off, you're a legend. Whether you're prepping your first Sea Dragon run or just brushing up on mechanics, I hope this guide gave you clarity, confidence, and a few aha moments along the way. I'm on a quest to hit 500 subs, and you can be a part of that journey. If this video helped you out, smash that subscribe button and drop a like so this guide can reach more Dragon Nest players just like you. I'm building a community of old school raiders, new adventurers, and curious theory crafters. And I'd love for you to be a part of it. Thank you for watching. Good luck in your runs, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And